future of food.
I know, right?
Well, ideally, I want to grow like most of the food that I eat because it's amazing and it tastes so good. And from like what I saw this summer, kids love growing food too and love eating it.
And I think that in their like school lunches and as a whole in the U.S. that it has to change because the way that we produce food now with like big factory farms and such massive pollution isn't sustainable. And garden by garden, I think that's changing, and I think camp definitely made a step in that direction as well.
Almost ready. Inside the seat. I think when we start to still hold it from around the first thing. Yeah, that's gonna be great. I want to do another one. I want to do another one. You already everybody.
I think that kids are just unaware of where their food is coming from. I think they see like packages and they see frozen foods and they see the grocery store, but they don't see the food growing in the dirt and the food that's like right behind me, and that's the basis of all of their food. And I think being disconnected from that can like encourage unhealthy habits, and like eating a lot of processed food isn't healthy for them.
Hi, I'm Chef Justin Kyman of the DUC here at Washington University. As you know, we're here in the Camp Kumquat Farm and Gardens, which is just a great thing here on campus, and we're very fortunate to have it here. And Camp Kumquat is showing children in St. Louis who have come in to spend their time at camp the importance of knowing where your food comes from, how to raise it, how to take care of it, and also how to prepare it sometimes. We've gotten to an age now where we've seen very little gardening, especially with the youth, very little knowledge about how it's done, because they're not raised with that. See it being taught to the youth is really cool. Our days of processed foods and chemical cooking, I think, are coming to an end quicker and quicker every day. It's a slow process that's been building up for about 10 years, but we're starting to hit a epitome of really finding out where things come from. And a camp and organization like this is trying to help prove that we need to go back to the slow food movement, to be able to raise our own ingredients, eat natural foods, knowing where we can get them from, and staying in seasonal.
The first thing we did in the mornings was called waking up the beds, waking up with the plants. And the kids would come in and there would be pretty much 40 minutes of silence in the beginning, and each of them would rotate waking up a different bed in the garden, like the corn or the tomatoes, and they would fill out these sheets. and it would sort of be like a really intuitive question sheet about how the plants were doing that day, if they needed more water, what bugs were in the beds, and we felt like it was a really essential way for them to learn about the plants without us telling them anything, but through observation.
How to find the jumbo size? That's gonna be impossible.
Well, my favorite part of the farm is, you know, the peppers and everything, and planting, pretty much.
Well, my favorite part, I would say, is like what I'm doing now, Jumanji, weeding in and everything.
My favorite part of the garden is, I have to say, the basil and the potatoes. That they can just come over here.
And their journals, like on the front, it said FBI, Food Bureau of Investigation, the Collard Green Unit.
We have like different sections in our journals, and this is our snack section, and whenever we have snack and we prepare it ourselves, or we know all the ingredients in it, we write them down, circle what it is.
That was the overarching theme of like everything we did, was that we are the FBI, Food Bureau of Investigation, and we are going to get to the bottom of this food situation. Where does it come from? What's in it? What are we eating? What's it doing to our bodies? And how do we grow our own food? And it really is promoting self-sufficiency and safety in communities in a really fun and creative way.
I think the biggest problem today in terms of food is like fast food restaurants like McDonald's, Rally's, Burger King, all of those, because the food might be good, but it's not good for you, and it's unhealthy, and it can give you diseases and diabetes.
And at lunch, the leader of the day, who we always called El Ranchero, would stand like behind the table where the food was laid out and would present the food and also explain the origin of the ingredients, and then map it out using pins on a world map and a Missouri map.
Oh my!
Lunches every day were donated by Bon Appetit, who is the catering service at WashU, and that was an amazing gift that we got. They have been so helpful all along. So every day we would show up and our meals would be there for us with like a list of the ingredients and where they came from. And really everything we did was grounding just simple principles of growing your own food. Yeah. And they also just learned how to make healthy snacks, which was amazing as well for them, because a lot of them, I think, go right to the chips or whatever, just things they've grown up eating, and they were like, wow.
And then we have 2 W's. We have kale. We have kale and collard green. And then we have I want to try to cook it. Because I make egg omelet.
But it depends on what you like. You can add anything you want to add. If you like grapes. You're doing good.
I love to go.
Is it smelling better? How's it smelling, guys?
It smells
Does it smell like you can eat this thing?
I could eat
Yeah. Fresh homemade bread, tomatoes from the garden, all the spice from the garden, olive oil, a little bit, salt and pepper. That's it. The best thing you're gonna have for your body.
It's ready.
It's too much, it's not enough. Break me down.